Oh, it must be really empty in some people's heads this morning. The fact that Neil McCann, Ali McCoist and Kris Boyd are all having a complete meltdown at the Morelos goal that was ruled off, because, as you can see in the community tab that I posted this morning in the picture, you'll see that, yep, it was definitely a push in the back, so the goal should never have stood. But there is one player that they were going on about, was Alistair Johnson. We'll talk about Alistair Johnson in a minute, because Ange Postecoglou picked out Alistair Johnson and another Celtic player. We'll talk about that in just a second, but we have to talk about the meltdown that is going on over. You can just see them all today, watching the game back and actually going through every single minute of the game to try and pick out faults with VAR and with Celtic, because they're feeling undone by. McCoist, Boyd and Neil McCann have all said it was embarrassing. He says that whilst Alistair Johnson grappled with Morelos, and as you can see in the picture, put on the community tab, go and check that out if you haven't seen it. It was a push in the back. Clancy was praised for doing a good job. Now McCann simply reckons the game's gone. He says if Morelos joining with Johnson is deemed a foul by officials, the game is done. It says you can see Alistair Johnson having a big grip of Morelos' jersey and pulling it, even though the picture shows that Morelos pushes him in the back. He then goes on to say that Greg Taylor is just pinning and bear hugging Ryan Jack in front of the goalkeeper. Now, you've seen that in the Celtic box yesterday when they had the corner. You've seen their players all over us, holding us back and everything. It goes on. They're just really upset, and it's great, isn't it? As a footballer, he went on to say, you don't mind that going on in the box. I'm not saying that as a penalty, said Neil McCann. Now, if it's not a penalty, it's obviously a foul. So, which one is it? Make up your mind. He says, I think if you're giving out free kicks for that in the game is gone. McCoist, on the other hand, had an on-air rant during the game about the incident. Whilst on commentary duties, he said, honest to goodness, it's absolutely embarrassing the way we are running VAR. Absolutely embarrassing. We are a laughing stock. This is the same man that supports a team that gets a penalty guaranteed every week, and the majority of them come down to VAR decisions that are penalty rangers. So he says, what are you seeing, son? Big fat Sally. And one of the best bits about the game yesterday, if you're watching it on the telly, obviously McCoist has put on a bit of weight since he's stopped playing, and he had a little sly dig. The camera went to John Collins, who was sitting in the Celtic main stand, and he was kind of teasing Collins, saying, oh, you put on a bit of weight there. Obviously Collins hasn't put on a bit of weight, but it's the fact that Collins is still super fit at his age, and Fat Sally is basically just Fat Sally. So we'll go on to what Ange Postecoglou was saying about players yesterday. He was talking about Alistair Johnson. He says, obviously it's a game of great significance, and for a number of reasons, credit to the players. They found a way to get the result we needed. The game had a bit of everything. He said that Alistair Johnson is a player that will have a very good career for Celtic Football Club. He said it obviously came in from Montreal in January. He's put in an outstanding displays since he's came to the club, Postecoglou said on the Celtic website. He loves a battle, and it's fair to say he enjoys that side of the game. He's tailor-made for playing in these type of games, and I think that will hold him in good stead for the European run that we're going to go on next season. He also picked out Kyogo. He said, the Celtic manager said, from the moment that the guy arrived, he's been just outstanding. I don't remember a flat period. Even when he's not scoring, he's contributing. Now, you've seen that in the game yesterday when we were kind of pinned back to our own half, and Kyogo was away back defending from the front. You know, he was defending. The downside it is we had nobody to get a quick ball out to. But the manager says in games, in the big games, he scores goals. He's always available. You've seen how hard he was working without the ball yesterday. He's also a fantastic player and an outstanding person. I have got no doubt, said the Celtic manager, he will go down as a very good player for Celtic Football Club. Celtic only need 3 more wins for the remaining 7 games to make sure that they get their second successive title in the bag, and I think it's one step closer. Alistair Johnson, tell me what you think about him. I think he just loves that side of the game. I think he's going to be a fantastic servant for the club. You can actually see the core of the players that Ange is actually going to build the team around over the next couple of seasons. Sevco are in complete meltdown. The Rangers supporting media men are in complete meltdown. Free kicks, penalties. I even seen a picture of a so-called penalty decision that they should have had that was never picked up by VAR doing the rounds on social media. They're in complete meltdown. We're a laughing stock according to them, said no one ever. That day, hope you enjoyed this video, and see you tomorrow morning for more Celtic FC news.
Lit. Roll up to the party, roll up to the party.